previous week, I have talked about charges being read out to you and whether or not you will plead guilty or not. So this week, I'll be talking about pleading guilty or not and what does it mean to the accused or the OKT. Okay, usually when the charges is read out to you, the court translator will basically ask you, adakah anda mengaku salah or do you plead guilty? So if you plead guilty, it is called PG. What happens after you PG is that there will be a mitigation process where your lawyer, the defense counsel, will actually try to lessen the punishment for you by telling the court the reasons of why the punishment should be reduced. For example, you have to feed your child, you are not able to work, or you don't plan to profit from the theft, then it could be a mitigating factor. Could be for proper advisory, kindly get a proper lawyer to ask on this. After you plead guilty, you will be sentenced. I will talk about sentencing in another video. But what happens if you don't plead guilty? If you don't plead guilty, you are termed as claiming trial. Claiming trial means basically pohon bicara. It depends on the offences that you are charged with. You will be granted bail. It is not a matter of right, but in bail, which will also be addressed in another video, you will also need a lawyer to reduce the amount of bail for you. One thing about PG is that there are benefits and also disadvantages of pleading guilty in different stages of the court process. Pleading guilty is not limited to this period of time. You can plead guilty at any time. Even after trial, you can still plead guilty. But what are the benefits of pleading guilty early on? And what are the benefits or cons of pleading guilty later on? Those are depending on the facts. For example, in some small cases where the punishment is light, for example, maybe just saman, some people will just prefer to plead guilty because it saves their time rather than paying a huge sum of fee to continue fighting on the case. But in other cases, if you plead guilty, the punishment will become a record. It will be a criminal record, which might cause difficulty for you if you are trying to find a relevant job or you are in a sensitive position in company or your workplace. So it all depends on the fact. So how long does a trial last if you are claiming for trial? Usually, it depends on the availability of the witnesses and also the court calendar. So let's say if the witnesses are ready, the prosecution are ready, and the case can be settled fast, it will be settled fast. But let's say the court is busy or there are too many public holidays, do expect that your case will be delayed. So there are multiple processes in the middle of preparing for a trial, but it is all technical and will be dealt with your lawyer if you have one. So basically that's it for this week. Next week, I will be talking about bail. So stay tuned and continue tuning in next week. See you again. Bye-bye.